Welcome to my CAS project. I'm Nick, and this is my clapped out Thomas A35. Come. It's breaking all over the place, as you can see. None of these buttons work. None of these buttons work. The throttle is kind of falling off. The brake levers, the front brake levers falling off. A lot of loose electricity. You know, we have a strap holding everything together. Yeah, the suspension's rattling, the gearing's rattling, just about everything on this bike is falling apart. But we're gonna fix it. All right, now I'm behind the camera. This is my cameraman, Sebastian. Collaboration. So the plan is we're gonna fix these buttons. We're gonna fix these buttons. We're gonna fix the front brake, the rear brake, because that's not really working. This brake's kind of working, but it's like coming off. We're gonna get new lights. We're gonna paint the frame, make sure the engine runs reliable, because it runs, but there's white smoke coming off it, which could be like a lot of things. It could be the clutch, it could be the cylinder, it could be the exhaust. So we're gonna diagnose the engine, see what's wrong with it, fix it, and yeah. Okay, so the choke's on, it's got fuel. So we're gonna turn the electricity, the ignition on, and we're gonna start it up. Coming off it, and it choked. That's not very good, but as you can see, there's lots of white smoke coming out of the cylinder. It looks like it's a cylinder, so it looks like it's a cooling problem, but the back wheel actually spins, so the clutch is gaining traction. So I think this shouldn't be too hard to fix. So we got Sebastian here with the bike. Okay, so we just undid this toe strap that my friend who I bought the bike from put on the bike. I thought he did it for it to like look better, but the clutch cover isn't bolted on properly, so the clutch is rattling. And yeah, that just takes a few bolts to bolt down. I think that might be the issue. The white smoke definitely isn't an issue with the piston because it's white. Combustion smoke isn't white. So I'm assuming that the clutch is slipping and it's getting hot, which would explain why the smoke is coming from the engine and not the exhaust. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna order new clutch springs for the first and second gear. And we're gonna get new bolts for the bolt cover. So I'm probably gonna get some new handlebars, brake levers for both sides, throttle, and new buttons, as well as a new light. And yeah, let's go make that list of parts. Okay guys, so this is editor Nick. So after a little bit more like rewatching the footage and some more preparation, I came to this conclusion. So each week I'm gonna buy new parts. I'm not gonna buy them all at once. I'm gonna buy them in batches. Since the episode today is mainly about stuff on the steering wheel, we have a new throttle, some new brake levers. This is a clutch cover. It's the when I install it, you'll see what it is. And then here is the engine bolt set. I'm also gonna look for some new handlebars. Probably gonna get, if you go to frame and then steering parts, I'm probably gonna get some low ones because I don't know, I think they look kind of cool. Something like these. I'm gonna check the availability, if they fit with the brakes and the brake levers. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna order these parts. Yo, so we took the back seat off. It is now in the gutter. It's to the left.
Where?
Right there.
Oh yeah, here.
That's where the back seat's now at. It already looks 50 times better. Now we're gonna work on the root of the problem. You. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna take off all the electrical stuff, and then we're gonna order all the new components and see if we can get the lights working. Oh shit, it's not
Hey, language, young man.
I apologize. Oh, there's only one screw for the light. That should be on there. You know what I mean? Like mounted on here. Yeah, it's not. Okay, we'll see you when we have a solution for the problem. All right, come on, follow me. So, we have a lot of problems, but what I want to do mostly right now is to replace the handlebars and get all the stuff on the handlebar sorted out, because that's like 90%, like 60% of the problem with the bike. So we're gonna take all this stuff off, like take all off the handlebars, including the headlight and the horn, then take the handlebars itself off, and then order the new ones to get it primed, so when they arrive we can put all the new shit on the handlebars. Okay, record me. So we're taking off the headlight. Come here. So the headlight's only bolted on one side. That's probably why it doesn't work. But I can't weld, and neither can Seb. So come here. Oh, that electrical work does not look too great. But I think we can just unplug these out of the system. They should be plugged in somewhere. Can we not pull these out? These are kind of hot.
There's a zip tie over there. That.
Okay. So, yeah, these should come out. Should come out of the light. I really don't want to open up the light. You can start recording. So, we just utterly annihilated a grip that wasn't coming off, and look at that, bro. That is nasty. We're running into some wiring issues, because this is probably not the original light. It looks like it's hardwired into it, so the connectors are actually soldered to the wire, which means that I have to do a whole bunch of electrical work, which I'm not going to do right now because I have different goals. But this and the horn are definitely things I'll tackle later on, because this light is hideous. But it better work, otherwise my wife's going to leave me. Stop the recording. Nice. Alright, so yeah, the brake has been through a lot. It doesn't look too good. Now we have to take the caliper apart so we can actually get the brake out of here, because
It's stuck to the wire, Nick.
yeah, it looks like it. It doesn't look very good for us. Let's take the actual brake off first. Follow me. I'm going to teach you how to do this as my service. Then later on I'm going to learn the electrical work so I can teach that. So we're going to take an Allen key and we are going to unscrew. And by the way, if I can do this, any of you can. This is I have experience, but not on this type of thing. So we're gonna unscrew this. By the way, we're throwing all these parts away because there's no way we could this thing snapped off. There's no way we can save it. So but we are gonna keep the bolts in case we need them for the new parts. So all of the bolts are going into a bag with their respective names, because I am an organized person. And also, if I don't find the bolts again, it's gonna be a sad day. Okay, you can cut the video. Okay, so we just got the brake off. This was the piece that was causing us a little bit of trouble with this brake, because it sat in the brake somewhat like this, and it was in here, and then you had to pull the line out, and you had to like kind of fiddle with it until you could get this part out. So you have to pull the line and then you could get this part out. We're gonna stash all the parts in the left brake bag that is gonna go in the basket, and the right brake is mainly okay. It's working. It's loose, but it's working. So we're gonna keep the right brake, and we are going to replace the left brake here. We're gonna take it off the bike, get a new caliper for it. The line's gonna stay the same, and yeah, we'll see you back when the right brake and throttle is off, and then hopefully we can take the handlebars off today. Now we're gonna take the zip ties and other wraps off the bike so we can pull the brake off. That was kind of the problem. This part of the brake is kind of holding it here in place, so we can't pull it off. Once we get this zip tie cut and the one below, we should get the brake off no problem. I think there's another brake light here. Yeah, totally is. Oh, that's the throttle cable. Can I unscrew this? Okay, good. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, electrical work is something I'm gonna need to redo eventually, because this is I'm assuming this was the brake line. A lot of this stuff on this bike was done like by other people, not by official shops. So there's a lot of really messy electrical work. I'm assuming that was the brake light for the rear side, but it's a little bit confusing. I'm gonna redo the rear light anyway, same with the front light, so it's not gonna be a big issue. Now we're just gonna take off the throttle and disc brake, which are, I think they're one component, and then we're gonna get new throttles, and then we can pop off the handlebars and this part. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So now we took everything off, throttle. Now we're just labeling. So when I come back to this in a couple of days, because we're both running out of time, we both have tests to study for. So when I come back to this, once the parts are here, I actually know what I'm doing. I think along the way, we might have snapped the brake line for the rear brake, which is gonna be a problem because that's something I hoped I could take apart and rewire instead of having to wire separately for the first time. But you can't have everything, so I guess that's just something I'll have to do. This was the front. This was the right brake. Now I just have to do one more for the left brake. Then we're gonna unbolt the handlebars, and then we can slide these two off, which are the ignition and all the multifunction things. But most of these don't work, so I think I might be forced to gut the whole bike of its electrical stuff and redo it, which is gonna take a long time, but we'll see about that. So me and my buddy Seb just took the handlebars off, and we had to do that because these actually don't have any screws. They just sort of slide on, but we're running into a problem with corrosion, so there's actually a little bezel, so we can't just slide it off here. So we pushed the bike inside so we can use the Dremel and hopefully sand this down. And I wish there was a way we could film this, but this requires both of us. So we're gonna show you the end results once we did this. Also keep in mind this handlebar is not gonna matter. We're gonna get new ones. Alright, so we just took the Dremel, and as you can see, we got rid of all that corrosion. And now everything is off the bike. The handlebars are off the bike. Yeah, in next episode, we're hopefully gonna have all the things to rebuild the top end. Not of the motor, but of the motorcycle. And yeah, any last words for today?
No.
Great. See you next time. Okay guys, yeah, so this is editor Nick again, and I just wanted to sum up all the stuff that we've done and also the time, because I might have not explained this properly, but this is my CAS project. I'm doing the IB diploma at an IB school. So a CAS project is kind of about like you spend 2 hours, around 16 hours. Either you could do that over 2 months and then you spend 2 hours a week, or you can do that over 8 months and then you spend like 15 minutes or 20 minutes a week. You can do what you want. I'm trying to do it in 2 months, so I'm trying to do 8 videos. This is video 1. This is the first time I've ever like recorded something to upload to YouTube, so yeah, don't hammer me. While rewatching it, when I like while I was talking, I said some stuff that wasn't true. Like I mixed some stuff up. You'll see when you watch the video, you'll know what I mean. If you know stuff about engines and motorcycles or mopeds, you'll see what I mean. But I said some wrong stuff that I actually know about, but you know, I just said it wrong. I don't know why. It'll hopefully get better as we go through more videos, because I'll get more used to being filmed. But just wanted to give a little time summary. So we started, I wrote this down because I have to spend a minimum amount of time, 2, and we worked until 3:42, and I've been editing since 4, and now it's 4:54. So roughly 2.5 to 3 hours of time spent, and 2 hours were on the moped itself. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Videos will get better, video quality will get better, and it will be more structured. And yeah, I'll roll the last clip. Kind of a shitty ending, so we have another clip. Yeah, the garage is all cleaned up. We just spent about 20 minutes cleaning up the garage. this is all the stuff that we took off. We have the handlebars, right brake, left brake, throttle, and the back seat. This is what the bike looks like right now. We have lots of plans. I hope that the electrical work isn't too messed up, because I'm not too great at soldering. I only have about 5 hours of experience in it, and that was from like 9th grade. So yeah, this is the bike, and I'll see you next week. Say bye.
Bye.